Welcome to another video walk around. Today we're going to be taking a look at this 2018 Toyota RAV4 LE in this gorgeous silver sky metallic color. This all-wheel drive, 4-door, 5-passenger SUV comes equipped with a 2.5-liter 4-cylinder engine mounted to an automatic transmission. Starting up front with some of the notable exterior features, you've got a nice sporty front end, thanks in large part to these great looking headlamps with the big projector beam bulbs. As you come around to the side of the vehicle, you've got the nice stylish 17-inch alloy rims the vehicle currently rides on, and those are wrapped in the Michelin tires. Practically brand new, tons and tons of tread. As we continue down the vehicle, you'll find the LED turn signal indicator integrated right into the mirror, and you've also got the nice chrome accents along the bottom of the windows. Speaking of the windows, in back they are tinted for some additional privacy for the rear passengers or rear cargo, and that tint continues in back as well. Up top, you'll find some nice silver roof rails, making it nice and easy to expand your storage at some point in the future if you choose to do so. As we head towards the back of the vehicle, you'll find the color matched roof fin antenna as well as the color matched roof spoiler with the integrated brake light. Back here, you'll also find a rear windshield wiper, as well as, of course, the RAV4 badging and the LE all-wheel drive badging. This vehicle is perfect for anyone who's looking for an affordable ride that's packed with utility and features. So let's go ahead and hop inside and take a look at all the bells and whistles. Hopping inside this RAV4 is nice and easy thanks to remote keyless entry. Simply hit the unlock button on the key and you'll be inside. Opening up the door, you're greeted with this very plush and comfortable black fabric seating. Got a nice design in the center of the seat there as well. And just below the seat, you'll find the manual seat adjustments. If you take a look in the footwell there, you'll find the RAV4 branded all-weather mats. Those are nice and easy to clean regardless of how dirty or wet they get. So let's go ahead and hop inside, fire this vehicle up, and take a look at all the notable interior features. The features inside this RAV4 start over here on the driver's side door panel with the controls for the power windows and locks. And as you can see, you've got an automatic driver's side window. Underneath, you've got a little bit of extra storage as well as 2 extra cup holders integrated into the door panel. And just to the right here, you'll find the controls for the power mirrors as well as the dimmer switch for the gauge cluster. You'll also find the button to toggle your lane departure alert as well as the differential lock for your all-wheel drive system. If you take a look under the steering column here, you will find the manual adjustment for your tilt and telescoping steering wheel, so you can get it in the perfect position. And if you take a look just behind the wheel at the turn signal stalk, you'll notice that this vehicle does come equipped with automatic headlights, which is a great set it and forget it feature. If we back up and take a look at the steering wheel here, you'll find a very nice 3-spoke design with a nice little silver accent piece at the bottom here. And of course, you've also got the bolsters up top to give the wheel a nice ergonomic feel. Over on the left-hand side, you'll find the steering wheel-mounted audio controls, which includes your volume rocker and track selector buttons. You've also got the 2 Bluetooth hands-free calling buttons, as well as the audio mode button. You can also hold that to mute the system. And finally, you've also got the voice recognition button. Over on the right-hand side, you'll find the buttons to navigate the screen in the center of the gauge cluster, so we'll go ahead and take a look up there in just a moment. You'll also find your trip buttons, so you can cycle through between your odometer and your 2 different trips. And just below that, you'll find the radar guided cruise control follow distance button, so you can adjust between the 3 different follow distances. I'll show you that in a little bit here. And speaking of cruise control, you've got the cruise control stalk just behind the wheel, which is great for those highway drives. So if we go ahead and take a look up on the screen there, you've got the gear that the vehicle is in at the top, and just below that, you'll find the exterior temperature. At the bottom there, you've got the odometer, and you can see that this vehicle only has 21,278 kilometers on it. You've also got the indicator for your lane departure alert to let you know that that feature is on. In this very first information screen here, you've got your average fuel economy as well as your average speed and driving time. You've also got your after reset stats as well as your after refuel stats, which includes your range. You've also got the eco indicator here, so that'll let you know how fuel efficiently you're driving. And the next screen is your all-wheel drive control, so you can quickly check how much power is headed to each wheel as you drive. And finally, you've got the sway warning here, so the vehicle will let you know if it might be time to take a rest if you're swaying between the lanes. Next, you got the screen for your lane departure alerts, so you can check if that feature is on or off, and you can also check your radar guided cruise control follow distance. Like I said, you've got the 3 different follow distances there that you can cycle through with the buttons on the steering wheel. Next, you've got any messages or warnings that the vehicle has to display, and finally, you've got the settings for your safety features, which includes your lane departure alert and your pre-collision system. You've also got some additional meter settings in here that you can go through and customize to your preferences. And of course, you've got the factory reset at the bottom here as well, if you'd like to reset it. If you take a look towards the center of the dash here, of course, you've got a couple of climate vents, as well as up top, you'll find the hazard lights. Over on the right-hand side there, you've got the passenger airbag warning, as well as the seatbelt warnings. And all the way over in the corner there, you've also got the button to toggle your traction control on and off. Just below that, you got your embedded touchscreen infotainment system. And in terms of your audio options, you can see you've got your standard AM, FM radio. You've also got a CD player as well as USB and auxiliary inputs. And you've also got Bluetooth audio, so you can be sure that you can listen to your own audio regardless of the type of device that you have. If you hit the car button, you can also bring up your trip information as well as your previous fuel economy history. And over on the right hand side here, you've got the setup button with lots of options to go through and customize to your preferences. If you put this vehicle into reverse, you'll see the backup camera pop right up, which is a really handy feature to have in an SUV. And putting the vehicle back in park, bring back the main screen there. Just below that, you've got the climate controls for the vehicle, and this is a single zone climate control vehicle, but it does come with air conditioning for those hot summer days, which is an important feature to have in the Okanagan. Just below, you'll find the Eco and Sport mode buttons, so you can cycle through between whether you're trying to get a little bit more fuel economy or performance out of the vehicle. You've also got the 2-stage heated seats here for both front and passengers. And you've also got the windshield wiper deicer as well as the USB and auxiliary input that I mentioned earlier. You'll also find a 12-volt outlet up top, and you've got an extra one underneath there to keep all the devices charged up. And while they're charging, you can always drop them in this nice little tray here. And you've also got an extra little storage slot there as well. As we continue down here, you've got a cup holder. Of course, you got your shifter here, and then you can put that into a standard mode if you're looking to manually shift between the gears. You've also got your centrally located parking brake, as well as an extra cup holder towards the back here. You've got a nice padded black armrest in the center, and you can open that up to reveal your center console with a nice carpeted bottom. And you can also open up the top portion, which has a smaller tray there, which is great for some smaller items, helps to keep things organized. Over in the passenger side footwell, you've got the same great all-weather mats, and just above here, you got your glove box with lots of room inside. Above that, you've also got an extra little storage compartment, which is really handy to have as well. Over on the passenger side door panel, you'll find the same great design that we found on the driver's side, as well as, of course, the controls for the power windows on the passenger side and the power locks. And up top here, you've got a handy little sunglasses holder, as well as the controls for your interior lights. So that concludes the features up front. Let's go ahead and hop in back and take a look at some of the features in the rear of this vehicle. In the rear of this vehicle, you've got more of that same great black fabric seating that extends all the way across the rear bench seat. Back here, you'll also find the same great all-weather mat. And if we hop inside, you'll find lots of legroom for the rear passengers, as well as a couple of handy storage pockets in the back of the driver and the passenger side seat. And underneath the center console here, you'll find a 12-volt outlet to keep the devices charged up for your rear passengers. If you take a look towards the center of the rear seat here, you've got a nice fold-down center armrest. It's a nice padded fabric armrest there that also includes a couple of extra cup holders for your rear passengers. These rear seats also do fold down in a 60-40 split. If you have some additional cargo to store, you can simply grab the latch underneath and grab the seat to fold it forward nice and easily. And the added bonus here is that it lays just about flush with the trunk there, so you've got lots of room for cargo, and you can store large items flat with no problem. So let's go ahead and take a look back there, but before we do, we'll take a quick glance at the rear door panel here. You'll find the same great design that we found on the front, as well as, of course, a switch for the rear windows and a little bit of storage underneath there. Popping up the hatch, you'll be pleasantly surprised with the amount of cargo space back here. Lots and lots of room in this carpeted cargo bay. You've also got the standard RAV4 carpet mats still in the package if you're looking to switch those out. You'll also find a nice cargo cover here, making it nice and easy to keep your cargo out of sight. And that retracts nice and easily as well. Over on the left-hand side, you've also got an interior light that you can turn on and off. And underneath here, you've got the spare tire, in case you ever get a flat. And of course, you've got the tools to change it in there as well. And all the way at the front, you've also got an extra little storage compartment, which is great for some smaller items as well. That concludes this short video walk around, but this affordable, well-balanced ride will not last long on our lot, so make sure you stop by Kelowna Toyota, located at 1200 Leith Head Road, or visit us online at kelownatoyota.com for more information. We look forward to seeing you soon.